Cancer. Welcome to your September 2021 General Tarot reading. It's Raina here. I'm just doing a slightly different spread for September just to mix things up a little bit. Oh my God. Wow. You know, this is a deck that I recently got, but I've done like several readings, series of readings with this. So I got 4 out of the 5 are major arcana cards. So make of that what you will. That's supposed to indicate a lot of, big developments for you in September. I don't, like astrologically, I don't know if there's anything specifically that would go along with that, but oh well. Maybe the Libra energy, which kind of like squares off to you. I don't know. Anyhow, okay. So the central theme here for September, which may be like a big deal, is the Judgment card. This, in a literal sense, could be some kind of legal judgment that you're waiting on. Hearing what's going to happen, almost like if somebody is in prison and they're hearing about whether they're going to get released or not. I don't like to use something that negative, but it's kind of positive if somebody's been feeling like they're just stuck someplace. And the other aspect of this is kind of the chickens coming home to roost. It doesn't have to be necessarily for you. It could be that somebody that has done you wrong is going to see that that karma coming down on them, raining down on them. But I don't, that's another thing. I don't like to talk about it like that because I don't believe in being vengeful, but it is about cause and effect. So if you have been done wrong, maybe you're waiting to see like what's going to happen, and it doesn't have to be necessarily in a court of law. It might just be like in the law of the universe. This is a universe where there is cause and effect, and that's just how it rolls. The past coming up for you is the Sun card, which is a very positive card. So, oh yes, another thing about the Judgment card, it's about rebirth. So, I don't have to be so ominous about the Judgment card. It could be that you are experiencing a rebirth, and part of this has to do with some kind of success that you have received that has maybe made you feel like you're on the right path. Perhaps you were like in the wilderness for a long time, Cancer. And the Sun card is kind of like your individuality that you have finally shined on the world, and now it's coming back to you in a very big way. So love can be also part of this. The idea, well, the Sun card is ruled by Cancer, Leo, and the other part about that, if you fall in love with someone, you may be waiting for your divorce decree so you can really come out in the open with this new relationship. But even that can be that feeling of rebirth. This is actually a very positive reading. And so the energy around you right now is the Moon card, very creative, very, could be a little bit in the dark about something if, again, you don't know exactly what's going to transpire. There might be this feeling that you don't have all the answers that you're looking for, but it doesn't mean that that's not happening. The Moon card is all about creativity and intuition. So that could be, it's interesting that I got the Moon and the Sun because you are ruled by the Moon. And so you could look at it as the divine feminine, the divine masculine energies. And You know, for a woman, I was even getting like having a child, because the sun can also represent children. So that might figure into whatever it is that is going on in your life that's a big change. Maybe that idea of, trying for a child, not being able to have one, and then finally being able to conceive a child. The moon card is actually in the tarot connected to Pisces. So even though it rules you, it's connected to Pisces. Don't ask me why, but that's part of the moon can indicate the deceptive qualities. You know, the more I think about it, the more I wonder, because it's like these feminine energies where it seems like they're putting all of this negativity, like even Neptune, it seems like it would be like a feminine influence just by its own nature, but the fact that it rules Pisces, which is a feminine sign, makes me wonder if there's kind of that bias and thinking, oh, women are deceptive, women are weak or mentally unstable or something like that, because the moon can represent lunacy, but in any case, it's like to me with this, it's kind of like balancing the male and the masculine, the feminine energies, no matter what your gender is, but balancing those energies in and having and like, for instance, with the masculine energy, a lot of that has to do with finding yourself. And then you're able to, when you find yourself, you will be a better parent. If a person has a child, hoping that they will get love from another human being, that is such a a dumpster fire, really, because it's coming from this place of like putting that on another human being, especially like a little human being. And so being able to maybe have your success, the sun is also about having success, and then say, you know what, now I'm going to be able to devote this energy to raising a human being, because I'm not looking for it in the outer world anymore. I've already been there and done that, and now I can devote it to someone else. What is coming in is the Three of Wands. This is an expansive card. That's why I said this is such a great reading in so many ways, is that you are looking for more from life. And sometimes that is going within even. I mean, the moon card can be about more meditation and kind of quiet activities, versus the sun is more like out there in the world and things like that. I also see with the Three of Wands a sense of autonomy and really like doing your own thing, but you're doing it with style. You're doing it with a sense of really expressing who you are. And maybe that rebirth. Now, let me just give you an example. It doesn't have to be your scenario. But let's say that you have gotten divorced from somebody who really didn't get you, didn't know who you were, and was always kind of disparaging in remarks like, why do you do that? Why are you, why do you want that? And not understanding why you are the way that you are. And in that not understanding, really kind of, invalidating you. And now you feel that you have been set free and you can be who you came here to be. And maybe there's an artistic element to that, or spiritual. That's another thing with the moon, is healing arts. The outcome is the Star card, and this is faith renewed. It's interesting that this card connects with Aquarius, because Aquarius is really a sign that is associated with nonconformity, of, being true to oneself, being that individual rather than part of the crowd. Even though I always say that's so contrarian, because Aquarius does rule the area of groups. So wanting to be apart from the crowd is kind of like contradictory. But this is also just in terms of like your own personal life, maybe healing, feeling that sense of hope being restored in your life. And ultimately, this can also be following your dreams, following that star, that guiding star. And sometimes crossed over loved ones who have crossed over, can be guiding you from another dimension and helping you, and maybe even kind of whispering in your ear, so to speak. Because if this is meant for some Cancer individuals, maybe not all of you, but if you've been going through a lot of changes, then certainly it can be very destabilizing, and it can feel very uncomfortable. And somebody who has crossed over may be telling you it's all going to be okay, and that they are watching over you, and that they are proud of you for whatever you have endured or accomplished. So anyway, Cancer, this has been really wonderful. I hope that you resonate with this. If you would like a private reading, a lot of my readings are astrology based, although I do tarot readings privately as well. You can find me at rainamoonastrology.com. The link is below. Take care. Bye.